Hi, this is Jeanne Crescenzo with your Galactic Vibrational Forecast for the week. Now, last week we talked about going in and allowing the galactic supportive energies that are coming in and hitting us right now. We talked about connecting with the angelic kingdom. We talked about connecting with the angelic kingdom and allowing us to overcome certain perception issues that we have and changing our perception to a higher plane, to a more objective plane. And the supportive energy this week is all about let's break down those energies that we are trying to release, that are getting in the way, that are becoming more of a limiting sort of platform for us. We're no longer growing. We've kind of hit a plateau with some of these limiting beliefs. So the supportive energy that's coming in is talking all about, okay, you really want change, you want it, well, here it is. All the supportive energy that's coming through now is all connecting with change, clearing out the old, being ready to transform because it's coming. So July 1st is the date that Mercury retrograde ends. There is a little bit of a shadow factor, but my sense is there's going to be a lot of change that happens in the next week, irregardless with many of you. Now what's happening is a lot of us are experiencing, or maybe experiencing, a lot of anxiety, a lot of anger, a lot of frustration, a lot of emotional issues coming up in our energy fields and in our bodies and in our minds. And we're literally being asked now to really roll with it. Where it's time to really take those intuitive knowings that we have been getting and those feelings of I want something better, I want something higher, and now it's time to move towards that. So as we're moving into this new energy this week, and Mercury retrograde is coming to a close, that's when we're really feeling this push, almost like this anxious push. We're losing patience, and we're being reminded now to come into a place of balance. And remember to balance ourselves and remain balanced, especially spiritually, because those of you who are far more open now may be getting hit with some of that energy from others and being very open. Those of you who are very sensitive, clairsentient, and empathic, psychic sponges may want to employ some shielding techniques, especially during this time, because there's a lot of that anxious energy coming up, even from the earth, just kind of coming up, and we're just kind of connecting with that in the human consciousness. And we really want to alleviate some of that energy by remaining in our balance, remaining in our higher vibration, and remaining positive towards the end of next week. And all of this is leading us to a place of greater trust in the universe. We are going into a place of the unknown. And that is where we are going to be required to have more trust, and deeper levels of trust. We cannot see where we are going. We are going into this brand new place. We are starting over. The energy is asking us to come from a very deep place of trust, because where all of this change, intimidating change, is bringing us is a place of newness and a place of starting over in a brand new slate. So this can be representative in our energy fields. This can also be represented in our relationships. There's a lot of transitions going on right now in relationships, and as well as figuring out relocations, job changes, a lot of shifting going on, but we're all deciding basically on the direction that we want to go in and the place that we want to be in our future. So this is where this energy is literally pushing us. It's up to us now. We're being offered this massive, we're being hit from all of our cosmic sources, this massive purging of some of these lower vibrational, and even in a sense lower astral vibrational connections, and we're being asked to move away from our fear and our ideas of control, and let that go of how that's all going to play out, and go into that deeper place of trust and knowing that we're deeply supported during all of this. That is a very important place that we want to be and to keep in mind when we're going through all of this. Now, some of you may be experiencing a lot of emotional upheaval as well, and it may seem to come from an unknown place. And again, that's where you want to maybe practice a little bit of a shielding that will really help you kind of go through that. And because some of this is you are sensitive, is you're picking up on the chaos and the energy that's going around you as a sensitive light worker. So you want to, what I always talk about is asking Archangel Michael for help in clearing out any fear-based energy that may be sort of encroaching on your boundaries and your energetic boundaries, and ask him to escort that out. And then also employing a high vibrational shield like the white light, or I like to use violet light for especially negative situations or intense situations that you may find yourself in. So that is this week's short little tidbit on Galactic Vibrational forecast that's coming in. And I just want you to remember to ground. Grounding is going to be very important during all of this. You may not have a firm sense of where everything is going, and that's okay. You don't need to know where it's going, because ultimately you're going to be led where you need to be. You just have to establish a feeling or a sense of trust in the unfoldment of what's happening.